Hello, everyone. Our guest today is Michael Kamleitner. He is founded a parent company called in 2010 doing agency work and then nascent social media marketing space. They were the first in Austria to build apps for the Facebook API, which is kind of a unique side. A few years later, they pivoted to SaaS and are now running two successful products in the social media marketing space: SWAT.io, an enterprise social media management tool, and Walls.io, a social media hub for all marketing purposes. They're bootstrapped, team of 22, based in Vienna, Austria. Michael, are you ready to take us to the top?
Totally ready. Hi, Nathan. Hi, everyone. Glad to be here.
Real quick. So I want to focus on one of these companies today. Which one's bigger in terms of revenue, Walls or SWAT?
Well, they're basically equal size, but I would suggest to focus on Walls.io since it's a much more internationally targeted product, and basically it's our most exciting baby right now.
Okay, let's do that. So what's the product do, and how do you make money? Is it pure play SaaS?
Yeah, it's a pure SaaS play. It's a social media marketing tool. Social media walls is what we are doing with Walls.io. So what do I mean by that? Well, social walls is all about getting content, user-generated content from all different sorts of social media platforms, the classical ones like Facebook, Instagram, and so on, but also lesser ones or nascent ones like, Reddit, Flickr, stuff like that. So we pull in content, let users curate, moderate this content, and then provide the content on all types of physical displays, for example, for trade shows, for your venue, for the point of sales, or also as a widget for your website, for example, for marketing campaigns, for having a social media newsroom on your website.
And what do people pay for this per month on average?
We do offer we offer two pricing plans. That's the Pro plan, that's about 200 euros per month, and the premium package is 500 euros per month. I'm sorry, I don't have the dollar price.
What's the average euros per month, though, when you take your total customers?
Well, most of the customers are paying the Pro plan, so that's 200 euros.
Okay.
Oh, and we also are offering a free plan since last year.
Okay, very good. We'll talk more about that here in a second, but put this on a timeline for me. When did you launch the company?
The product was launched in 2014, so like 4 years ago.
Okay, 2014, and you've bootstrapped today, correct?
Exactly, yeah, that's right.
And what's the team size just on Walls?
Our whole company is 22, and we are about split half-half, so that's about 10, 11 people right now. So that's it, yeah.
Okay, and how many customers have you scaled to?
We are currently at around 7 or 800 paid walls, as we used to say.
Okay, so are those customers, or sometimes do multiple walls belong to one customer?
That is sometimes the case. Yeah, I think the customer size is like 500 right now.
Okay, 500. And where are people? Give me an example of where they might use a wall. Is it an event kind of thing? Is it above the kitchen counter in the office? Where do they put it?
Yeah. So our original core use case really was having a social media wall, or a Twitter wall, as it used to be called, at an event, at a trade show. So that was the core use case. But that was our first idea. But then we learned that customers started to do different things with our product, which was interesting to see. For example, they are really using our product to have social media displays at the store, for example, at the point of sale, to inspire customers walking by and to see what kind of user-generated content around their brand is posted. And we also have this use case of hashtag campaigns. So people doing marketing campaigns around the hashtag on social media, and that is usually not done on physical displays. That really is mostly done on websites. So that is our widget use case.
And so can I take 500 customers times that $233, that's US, that's 200 euro price point? You're doing about 100 grand per month in euros?
That's not too far off, yes.
And what does growth look like? So go back a year from today in September 2017. What were you doing per month then?
Year over year, the last year we grew about like 60-70%.
Okay, that's pretty good. So maybe you were doing about 70 grand a month a year ago, something like that?
Yeah, you're totally right.
And where's the growth come from? Adding new customers or getting more revenue from the same customers?
That is mostly, that is split, honestly. We do see a lot of new customers popping up. We also see, we started in Austria and the German-speaking countries, but during the last 1 year, we see tremendous growth coming in from the States, actually. So I would say it's mostly new customers.
And what's the churn look like today?
Well, I mean, I can't give out any exact numbers, but since we still have a large part of our business being based in the event space, churn naturally is relatively high compared to our other product, for example, because people used to have one conference a year. They're using our product for a few weeks, and then they come back next year. So there is quite some churn, and that is really something we or I had to get used to. That we have this natural churn in the event space. So like I said, I don't give out any specific numbers here, but it is significant.
Mm-hmm. Well, you don't have to say your number, but when you say significant, you mean like above 10% logo churn per month?
Well, that would be about right. Yeah.
Okay, in that space.
Yeah.
And so are you?
Well, the good news. Sorry to interrupt you. Well, the good news is that these customers tend to come back a year later once the conference or the event is repeating.
Well, then why don't you measure it differently? I mean, so like let's look at the past 12 months. You had, I'm making this up, 400 people do one event. How many of them did that same event the year prior? In other words, if you have 400 one year, how many of them come back the next year?
You're totally right. In terms of KPIs, we do still have a lot of homework to do. So the next natural step, or something we should already do, but just didn't have the time to, is do more segmentation when talking about churn, when talking about growth, because it's really two kinds of businesses mixed into one right now. This event-based business is not so much recurring, or at least not monthly recurring. But like I said before, we are of course more interested and more excited about these new use cases, which involve a permanent use of our product, like having a display on your shop or having a display at your office. That is also a use case, by the way. So we have one of our latest showcase or logo customers is like Amazon US. They are using the product internally in their offices to raise awareness for social media content. And obviously we are very much excited about these use cases because they tend to have the product and the social media display all year long. So this is more the typical recurring.
But the other SaaS company that you're running, that's about the same size, its churn is way lower than 10% per month.
Yeah. That's quite honestly, it's a very much different business.
So why not just double down on that? Why not focus on that?
Well, it's like I don't know, Nathan, do you have kids?
I do not have kids. Lord have mercy. I can't keep a sea monkey alive.
Okay, me neither. It's probably true about me as well. That's why I'm running two products in one company. Well, what I'm getting at is it's like having two kids, and both are super exciting, and both are developing in two slightly different paths or ways. But I will be quite honest. Me as a founder, I could never abandon one of my kids, especially since both are doing really fine and are healthy products.
But that can be like a really bad thing, right? The definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over without growth or adding value. So like, I mean, how do you know when one of these fails and you should shut one down or sell it?
Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, as long as we are growing and obviously we are profitable, as being bootstrapped, there is no other way to that. I don't see any one of those products failing. Failure for me would be like stagnation and no growth at all. But like I said before, with both products we're seeing great growth. So both kids are developing just fine.
Yeah, but true. The kid analogy is tough because I know many people with lots of kids and they all come out great and fantastic. That's very different with businesses, right? I mean, there are people competing with you only focused on destroying one of your businesses. So you're literally fighting a war on two fronts, and that's self-inflicted. So like, I'm just curious, like, if you really care about both of them, why not have a hard conversation with yourself, figure out which one you care about more, and go and try and win that space versus doing both?
Yeah. To be totally honest, that is a conversation I'm having with myself since quite some time, since last year or so. And I think to really do both products or both kits justice, there is definitely a way to do that, and that would be like to either split up both products from the parent company and find a good co-CEO or some other way to split roles. Because I totally agree with you.
What's the other product do?
That's a social media management tool. So,
like Hootsuite?
Like Hootsuite, but more on the enterprise side of things. So bigger companies, bigger teams using our product, but it's comparable to Hootsuite.
And it's doing 1.5 in terms of ARR right now.
Sorry?
It's doing about 1.5 million in terms of run rate.
Well, that's about the ballpark. Yeah.
So if someone offered you $3 million to buy the whole company today, would you sell it?
No, not at all. No way.
Why not? Why do you say that so quickly? Well, imagine what you could do in Walls with $3 million in cash, and it's non-dilutive capital.
Well, I see the value of each product way higher, quite honestly, and I don't see the need for that. I mean, I see a clear possibility to do this split, and then, for example, go the venture route with one of both products, or who knows, maybe with both even. So
It'd have to be both, because a VC would never give you money in one of them if they know you're splitting your time in this other baby they have no upside in.
That is absolutely correct. That is what I learned the hard way in past months or years. I totally agree. But that's why I say the condition would be, of course, to do the split first. Find someone capable, maybe from inside the team, to step up in the CEO role for one of both products, or find someone from outside, and then really have to split. And only then you are completely right. The VC route is at least theoretically thinkable.
Okay, back to walls. What are you paying to acquire a new customer?
Well, I can't share that with you honestly, because I really don't have the number from top of my mind.
Okay.
What I can tell you is that this is a great business to grow through various channels, from content marketing to paid acquisition.
But how do you know it's good to grow on paid if you don't know what CAC is?
Sorry? How
do you know it's good to grow via paid channels if you don't know what your CAC is?
Well, I can look up the CAC. I really don't have it from top of my head. It's obviously way lower than the lifetime value of a customer.
Well, why? Why is that so obvious to you? If that was obvious to everyone would be building the same business.
Okay. That's why I have my numbers not in top of my mind, but I can check them up.
Well, no. I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't need to know what the actual number is, but you say with such confidence, I know I can grow via paid, but you don't know what your CAC is. So I'm trying to understand, why do you have so much confidence in that channel? This is actually social walls. This is actually a very competitive keyword. The cost per click is very, very high.
What would you say the cost per click is?
It's like, I would say it's in the $5, $6, $7 range.
Oh, it's even higher, to be honest.
Yeah. So how do you know that? I mean, you said it with such confidence, but you don't know what the CAC number is. I'm just trying to understand what is guiding that thought.
Yeah. Well, I can. I have a browser window open. I can now tell you that the CAC is around €100. So that's about half our average
per month. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So that's about it. And like I said, we are moving away from the event business and towards this more permanent usage models, where we have a much better CAC to CAC to LTV ratio, and that's why I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm. So why? I mean, why not scale that? Or why not spend more money in that channel now?
Well, that's mostly a matter of being bootstrapped, to be honest. Of course, there's always more to do and more to spend, and also, of course, as you, I'm sure you will agree, paid acquisition through AdWords also at some point hits the ceiling, and we are seeing, like you said, the space is competitive, so it will not work to grow only from cost per click forever. That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Very good. Let's, team size you said was 11. Are you guys in remote locations, or are you in one headquarters?
No, we're pretty old school in that regard, and have our whole team based in our Vienna office.
In Vienna?
Yeah.
Very good. Are you going to SaaS Talk by chance in Dublin?
Yes. I've seen your post yesterday, and I even left a comment. So we might even meet in person soon.
That'll be fun, and you can beat the hell out of me and say, "Why were you so mean to me on the interview?" Right?
well, let's see how the last few minutes go.
Oh no, it gets easier from now. That's what I do. I put all the tough stuff first, so that you like me at the end, right? You go, I thought he's really nasty person, and then by the end you're going, oh my god, he's a teddy bear.
That's a nice strategy. I have to remember that and try myself.
All right, Michael, let's wrap up with the famous five. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
My favorite one. I will give you the last one I read, and that's not a business book per se, but I think business people can get a lot out of it. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's my coming from the same country as me, from Austria, and it's his biography. It's called Total Recall, like the sci-fi movie from the 80s, I guess, or 90s, and that's a really good book with lots of business perspective as well. Good.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
I guess does anyone really stick out? Well, I do follow David Cancel from Drift, actually.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your business?
My favorite online tool, super simple. I'm so in love with Calendly, the scheduling piece of software that allows you to schedule meetings. That's such a time saver.
Very good. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Since I'm getting older, I try to get about 8 hours now.
That's good. And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I'm single without kids.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 40.
40 years old. Okay. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I would just say relax. There's enough time, and don't take the time to learn things, and don't hurry too much.
Guys, relax. There you have it from Michael. Launched in 2014. Walls, again, really social walls, but people like Amazon are using it in their office to track social comments and social behavior. They're bootstrapped right now, serving 500 customers, doing about $166,000 per month in revenue. That's about up from $70,000 about a year ago. So 30, 40, 50% year over year growth. 10% logo churn per month. They're working on bringing that down, willing to spend up to $100 to acquire a customer. So pretty quick payback. He's running 2 companies. Another one is about the same size. I still think he should sell one of them, but we'll see what happens. Michael, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thanks a lot, Nathan, and I'm looking forward to see you in Dublin soon.
All right, take care.
Goodbye.